that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Cardinals of Orlando taking on the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Okay, ready? 18 ready. On the ball, on the ball.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Flacco. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Flacco to throw here on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Operating off play action. Flacco. He gets it to Burks again. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And brought in downfield by Burks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Traylon Burks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to score, Browns 7, Cardinals 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut. Drill, 52. Set, go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? No confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Trailing Burks. His second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trey McBride, the intended receiver.
And it's third down.
Look at this Browns defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense. versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go. Here we go. 22 needle. Check view. Hut, hut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Hey, computer. Check smash. Ready?
On second down, Ritter. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. In motion is Grant.
Steal, black. Steal, check, steal. Ready?
Here's Ritter. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And this is incomplete.
Traylon Burks, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game, because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. A red zone first down for Flacco. incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Flacco. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Flacco. Touchdown, Browns! 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive.
There he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go. Set.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
17. Hut.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they need pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check. Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Smack. Smack. Check. Hut.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Fight.
Ritter going to change it up.
Hut. Hut.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Prater's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Flacco's throw is on target to Burks.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Now they'll change things up.
First and 10 here for Flacco.
That pass taken in by Burks.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second down and 3.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Down. Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On second down, they'll run it here. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Passing play, Flacco. Going to the right here and finding Burks. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
Let's go. 18 Rattler. Check out.
Once more, it's Flacco. It's complete, Burks. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Touchdown! Trailing Burks. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
35, Cardinals 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now they're in the hurry up.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, Flacco. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now they'll shift things around. They go pass again with Flacco. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At 2nd and 16 at the 43-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He gets this one to Burks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Third and 12.
Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. Set.
And they take a knee.
And as this defense